Hey guys, this is Deep Fried Ideas. I'm Bradley.
I'm Randy.
I'm Bryce.
Nice. Try 16. We made it. All right. Good to see you guys back. Brad, you want to talk before you die?
Same it.
All right. Anyways, how was y'all's week this week?
Lonely. My week was sad and depressing.
Yeah, so I just got a new job,
Oh.
and
It was horrible, dude. It was horrible.
I work like, I don't even know. It'll be like
1,000
85
hours.
85 hours a week probably, so
Pretty sure it was closer to 1,000.
it might have been closer to
Maybe a
1,000.
million. I counted them every single minute of every single hour. It was a billion.
Yeah. I leave after he leaves for work, so I'm already asleep. Or I wake up after he leaves, and then I could get home at like 11 or 12 o'clock at night.
After
so
I've already gone to sleep.
after he's gone to sleep, so I didn't see him for like 4
Our
days
sex
straight.
life has really gone down.
Yeah, it's been affecting all of us, really.
Bryce is over there in Idaho waiting for me to get on Ark or
It's like,
something.
man, my sex life, it's just destroyed. What are we gonna do? I could just tell. There's just a
Something off.
something's going down. But yeah, no. So it's been lonely. I get home and there's nobody home. I go to bed. There's nobody home. It's sad, but it's all right.
And I get 1 day off a week,
God,
which is today.
jeez,
So
that's brutal. I couldn't do it. Anyway, Bryce, how's your week been going?
Pretty horrible. Just lots of homework. Yeah. Yeah, Rooney.
Nice. Lots of homework. Cool. What classes are you in again? So you're going to college second
year.
semester, second year? Second year. I was trying to remember. Third year?
Freshman? Yeah, second year.
No,
third
I haven't
semester.
gone to college yet, so I don't know the lingo.
Okay.
You could be in your fifth year, and I
Who
would say you're a
knows?
freshman. I don't know.
I've actually never gone to school before.
Yeah, so taking like a CPU architecture class, and
What does that
taking
mean?
a calculus,
I'm guessing architecture.
and I'm taking
Is he building
a class
computers
about
or is he
China,
programming computers?
And
Or is he building
so
a parts computer?
everything's pretty cheesy, you know. Kind
Inception
of
of
takes like a lot of writing, but
He's completely
calculus
ignored
is
our
just
conversation.
trying to kill me, just by pushing me towards that edge a little bit. At a
Don't
time.
touch me, cause I'm
Close to the edge. Shout out to Happy Feet.
Is that from him?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
from Happy Feet.
I think it's like a song.
I mean,
that
it is a
different
song.
Yeah, I was
Happy
gonna say,
Feet
I'm pretty sure it was a
singing
song before
The
Happy
little
Feet.
fat kid that Happy Feet, whatever his name was.
Yeah, no, I knew
was
that.
singing. He's like, don't touch me, cause I'm close to the edge. And he's
Yeah.
flipping
We
his
call,
Yeah, no, I knew
we
that,
call
but,
him
like,
Fat Feet. Man.
I was wondering if like did that song like release with Happy
No,
Feet or did it
no,
was before? Okay, that's what I thought.
No.
Okay.
Actually, I have no idea. I answered without knowing.
You just making up.
That's
facts.
my life right now.
Dude,
I don't
dropping
know.
some hot facts on you.
I can
Water,
I can
not
say
wet.
for a fact that line probably was said before Happy Feet.
Probably.
In
Oh, I'm
some
sure.
manner or fashion.
Probably because there was some guy at the edge of a cliff and he's saying, "Don't touch me, I'm close to the edge."
Please stop! No,
Please stop! No.
Well-
And this guy's like, "I'm gonna touch you," and that guy died. Anyway,
In other fun news, I was reading an article today about how Steve Carell just
Oh
keeps
my
getting more attractive. So
ladies out there,
man.
you guys got to go find Steve Carell because he's on an upward spike. We don't know when it's gonna end though.
but he's not as good as Tom Cruise, who doesn't age. So
Yeah.
he gets more attractive, but Tom Cruise just doesn't age.
He was always attractive,
He has always been attractive.
and he was, but like, he's always like meh attractive. He's never been
Yeah.
like, oh
Like,
my goodness,
never like a
attractive, but he's
panty
never been
dropper,
like,
but-
oh my goodness, I don't
Hey,
want to
man,
look at him before.
I'd say he's pretty attractive.
Except for his
But,
face
like,
is symmetrical.
like right now,
I-
when
I think he's fine. He's like a.
His
he's
mouth
like-
is like
was-
5 feet to the right.
well, he's only 5 feet tall.
What do you mean?
His mouth is just
Listen,
hanging
dude,
off his body.
If he's a dad, or if he
If
was
he's
a
a
dad,
dad.
like, all of the high school girls would probably be after him.
No doubt.
But
no
the thing,
doubt.
the thing is, right now though, Steve Carell wins because he's a dilf.
Is that a word?
Milf, dilf,
Yes.
yeah, dilf, yeah.
He's a dill
I
pickle.
accept that
He's
as
a dill
dictionary.
pickle. No, but like, yeah, Steve Carell, good-looking dude for whatever he's like.
60.
He's like 40 something.
He looks 60. He's
I don't know.
gray.
He's a good-looking dude.
Yeah.
I'm going gray
No,
because of
but
you.
for me- Same. No, dude, I went gray when I was with Hall.
Oh,
Jeez.
yeah. Oof.
No, but so for real, like if you take a ruler and put it down,
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise's face, his mouth is literally like a solid distance, whatever word, off to the side of one of his face. So his mouth is real off. It's not symmetrical and drives me crazy.
And we like women, too, I guess.
Do we?
Do we?
We do.
I find
do.
women attractive.
Some women. Let's say like I find most, but not all.
Oh my gosh.
All
As a
women are
general-
made beautiful.
As a general statement, your orientation is straight.
Well, I
You
mean,
can safely say that for all of us.
I'm
I don't know.
very
Who
offended that
knows?
you would
Maybe.
assume
I don't
my
know.
Don't assume
direction.
Yeah.
Maybe I go left. You don't know.
Some days I swim forward, some days I swim diagonal.
Can you swim backward?
Yeah.
Is it
Can
possible?
you- It's called the backstroke, dude.
No. I mean like
What do you
you're
mean?
face forward in the water, but you're going back towards your feet.
Yes, actually.
Like, can you swim towards your feet?
Yes.
Is that
Yeah.
possible?
Swim towards your feet, or like swim in the direction.
In the direction of your
point.
feet.
Okay,
Yeah, in the
yes.
direction of your
Yes,
feet.
yes,
Like
yes.
normally
Yeah,
you're
you-
swimming.
So backwards,
just
like
flap your
backwards
arms,
breaststroke.
man.
Okay. I'm not a very good swimmer. Like I literally learned to swim when I was like 12. So like I don't know barely any swim moves, but like
Moves, strokes.
strokes.
He's
I don't know
not
how
very
to
good
have a stroke.
I've never had a stroke. But like, so I don't know how that works. Like I've never tried swimming backward because I just feel like that's a good way to get water straight up your nose.
Don't swim backstroke.
Don't swim backward. I'll
Just
give you a
don't
hint.
swim if you don't want
There
water in
you
your
go.
nose.
Pro tip, guys: if you don't want water in your nose, don't swim.
Or bathe, or shower,
Or go near
wash
water.
your hands. Don't do any of that.
Just avoid water at all costs.
Well, so I'm pretty good at keeping water out of my nose, and so Randy and I went
This
to
is
a
the
water park.
mother of all
It is.
tangents.
Sorry, y'all. But yeah, so Randy and I went to a water park a couple
Months
months ago, and after every what are they called? Slide and ride.
Slide.
Randy'd be like, "Oh, my nose," and I'm like, "What? I'm good." He's
I'd
like,
be like-
"Oh, my nose."
I'd be like spitting out lava out of my nose, like I'm dying. And by
So-
by the end of the day, you know, like so for all of you normal human beings that aren't mutants, when you get water that shoots up your nose, if it happens enough times, you get a giant headache in your head because you just had water like pounding into your brain all day. So by the end of
And
that
it gets
day,
soggy and it gets angry.
yeah, and your brain's just like pissed off, and so it's just stabbing the inside of your head. So my brain was mad about all the water logging it was getting. So I had like a massive headache by the end of the day.
And I'm still like a
Brad's just
3-year-old.
I don't know what's
Woo!
going on.
Keep going.
He's like, I'm fine. And I'm just like, well, I mean, it's because not all of us are part fish, part freak.
I would love to be part fish.
Yeah, you already are part freak, so.
Yeah, I'm 100%
So,
freak.
would you
100%.
know-
I would be 100% or 50% freak, 50% fish. Not even human.
What were you saying, Bryce?
So, would you be like a fish person if you had to like wear like a water collar around yourself?
So the guy from Hellboy?
Cowboy?
No.
True.
No, that guy's gross.
He's gross.
That guy's.
Yeah.
I would be Hellboy, no doubt about it. 100%.
Hellboy's
Even
awesome.
if I had a gimp hand like he does, he's got like the freaking rock hand and he's got like a baby hand, like
Oh.
almost
It's
Donald
not a
Trump
baby hand,
size.
it's like a normal hand, and then it's
Yeah, I
like
know,
a
but just
rock
compared to
hand.
his normal hand, his other
Compared to
hand,
his
which
body.
is huge. Yeah, compared to his other hand, which is huge, and then his body, which is huge. His hand, his normal hand, looks like a Donald Trump sized hand, tiny.
Oh my God.
And so, because of that, like his other hand looks very small anytime he uses
Does
it.
Donald Trump have small hands?
Yes, very, very small hands.
I don't know. I haven't.
I need
ever
to watch
dealt
the
with
news.
personally.
He's also
Have you,
orange,
Randy?
Haven't watched the news, no, but I watched the internet, and it's all over the internet. His tiny hands.
It's just obsessed with Donald Trump.
Yeah, literally.
I try to stay off the internet,
Yeah.
the interwebs.
That's why I post things to the internet so I can stay off of it.
Oh, I
I'm
post
actually-
things. I don't look at things.
There you go.
I'm actually newly converted to Amish, so it's no go.
Oh, true.
To Amish, can you convert to Amish? I thought you were just born into it.
It's like a religion or something, right? I don't know.
I thought it was a lifestyle.
No, their religion is like something with an M.
No, that's a totally different thing. That's words.
Well, anyways, off on another tangent. So let's.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, Spider-Man. We talked about it a little bit last week. I still haven't played it because I still am poor and I still haven't bought a PlayStation because I don't want to
also
spend money.
don't have a PS4.
So none of us have played it. However, I have like watched a bunch of like playthroughs because that's where I'm gonna get my Spider-Man fix.
Why would
until
you
I
ever
actually-
watch video games?
Yeah, I
Just
know, dude.
play
I'm a
them.
freak. I'm a freak.
What are you?
There's people out there watching football games and doing nothing. That's normal.
That
But
okay?
watching
That's
a
so
video
true.
game. What a freak.
So that,
What
like
a freak.
I literally okay. I should have
never
thought of
understood
that
that. I've
because
never
the other
understood
day I was talking to someone that loves sports, doesn't play sports but loves sports,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Why do people like?" And we weren't even talking about sports, but they're like, "Why do people watch video games?" And I was like, "I don't know, because they want to." And they're like, "But that's so like boring. Why don't you just play the video game yourself?" And
Why don't you play football?
Why don't you get out and do something with your lazy butt? Like, you know.
At least
That's
when
a good
I'm
argument.
At least when I'm either when I'm so when they're watching football, they're getting zero anything from it. Like they're not doing anything. When I'm watching video games, I'm getting nothing from it. I'm very like the argument could be made that maybe I'm learning a little bit more about that video game, so that then when I go and play it, I have a little bit more knowledge. But other than that, like really, I'm just watching it for my
the
own
same thing you said
entertainment.
about football is that they weren't about the plays.
Yeah, but when
And
have those
then when
people
they
ever?
split, then they got
Have you
close.
ever seen somebody go, "Man, that was a really good play. I'm gonna go make use of that right now"?
Or
Dude,
ever.
I bet if you were actually were in high school football.
No,
or,
yeah,
Yeah, no, that's
100%.
fine
you do
to watch
it.
like replay, but like
99% of the people who watch football, though, I bet you they don't play football
Well,
profession or like
let's compare
competitively.
it. All right, let's take Overwatch as an example, right?
Overwatch.
So you're watching like the tournaments, and then you're like, dude, that was a really sick play. He went over the thing, and he shot the thing, and he threw the kunai, and then he shot the bow, and he ran up the wall, and then you're like, dude, that's cool. I'm gonna try that in my game, but it's like nowhere near as cool, right?
Yeah,
Then
Well,
the
I
same
mean-
person could say, "Oh, I'm going to try that in my little league football or whatever the heck," and then they do it, and it's nowhere near as cool, but it kind of works, and it. I don't know. I'm just being devil's advocate, man.
no, 100%. It's,
I think both could and could not be useful.
yeah,
It just that's a good.
I just don't
argument
understand why
against-
there's such
yeah.
like a. Oh my goodness, watching video
Yeah,
games.
it's
what
okay
a
to
weird
watch
thing,
football,
but watching a
but it's
football.
not okay to watch
Watching a
video
physical activity, or doing absolutely nothing and being super lazy while watching other people do a physical activity is normal. But doing absolutely nothing while watching an activity that you would already be doing absolutely nothing, basically during, that's weird. It's like I'm already going to be doing nothing, so I could either be doing nothing playing the game, or I could be doing nothing watching the game.
Okay.
Either
Also,
way.
funny thing about sports. So, I was talking to someone the other day, and they asked me, "What's the most popular sport in the entire world?" And I was like, "Soccer, obviously." And they were like, "Oh,
Nice.
you knew that?"
It's totally golf.
Well, no. And they were like, "Yeah, I thought
It's
basketball was
crochet,
the most
man.
popular in the entire world." I was like,
Pardon me?
"That is only played in the United States and like sparsely throughout the world. Like, why would you think that?" And they're like, "Cause it's awesome." And I was like, "Can't you think
Well,
that's
that's
cool?"
you.
I hate
Well,
soccer, but I
Because
know
it's
for a
in
fact that
America,
it's played.
Probably.
What'd you say?
Because they live in America, so it's kind of like their
Oh.
world, So it's just looking at the world from your point of perspective. But like then you realize that, well, freaking the World Cup is like a thing, and there isn't
I've never
like
watched the
March
World Cup.
Madness is a
No,
thing.
but a bunch of
you
people
know?
do.
No, yeah, like everyone in the world does.
No, a bunch of people do, so you're wrong.
I know I'm wrong.
You're so
Except for I'm
wrong.
not, because I still knew it was the most played
You're
sport.
wrong. Yeah.
You know what the most played sport is?
No idea.
Freaking
Beer pong
Call
is
of
the most
Duty.
played sport.
There it is. Maybe in colleges, yeah. Ugh.
You'd think football is, but no.
But no,
Beer
you'd be
pong.
wrong. You're
Man,
wrong,
so-
so.
Not for you. No soup for you.
Truth is, all of those college football players play beer pong more than they do football.
Probably true. No, yeah, probably. Nah.
No, they have like everyday.
I wanna-
Yeah, they
would
got
say-
practice. That's the point. I was gonna say, like, I mean, actual games may be true, but no, yeah, practice, nah, it doesn't. No way. Anyway,
So the real topic of the
yeah.
night.
So as we like
Back to Spider.
again got
So
way
back
off
to
tangent.
Spider-Man and everything that we're
So
talking about.
I've been watching a bunch of Spider-Man, and it's gotten me onto a comic book kick. And so I've been reading some comics and looking up a bunch of comic information. So, have you guys, either of you guys, Bryce, Brad, Bryce, Brad, there you go. I looked in the wrong directions. Maybe that's why I get you guys' names mixed up all the time.
You just don't know our
Because I'm an
faces.
idiot. There it is.
That is what you want to take from this podcast.
I'm an
Randy is
idiot.
an idiot. You're an idiot. I'm an idiot.
No. So, have you guys read any comics? Know anything about comics?
So, I read Marvel comics every once in a while. It's been a while, but I read mostly Star Wars and Star Wars.
Nice.
Oh, DC obviously
Nice.
as well.
Oh,
So
obviously.
So yes, I do read comics.
Bryce?
So my history of comics is I read the Bionicle comics.
No way.
Kind of. Back when they were a thing.
Dude, I played the
I got the
Bionicle
Lego
GameCube game.
Yeah.
That thing
What the
was
heck?
baller, dude.
Man, those Bionicle comics, they were actually like, I don't know. I like must
That's like
have looked at the
reading
pictures
a
because I was like
Lego
8.
comic.
But besides that,
Or
so
a
the only
Minecraft
other
comic.
comic that I've really read is called Haunt the Immortal, which is kind
Oh.
of like a more adult comic.
Ooh,
It's porn.
It's,
It's a porn comic.
It's just,
comic.
it's just
I wonder what's gonna happen next
It's
page.
like-
Oh!
it's made by like the same dude that did like the Spawn comics and stuff like
Oh,
that.
okay.
So, like,
Oh,
it's
cool.
pretty gory and violent and stuff. But it was pretty cool. I read like most of it. And I sold the book and I've been meaning to finish it. All right. Anyway, back to you, Randy.
No. So I was just curious.
Tell us about some of these comics that you've been reading.
Dude, I've been reading so many comics. That's the lie.
All right.
I've read like a few. Mainly, I've just been looking up a bunch of Wikipedia articles about comic information. I've been getting like the Spark Notes of comics.
Which are already spark notes of the story.
Spark notes and
Yeah.
comics.
There's like the
What is it?
story.
They take like
Then they take
they
the
take like one freaking box and caption from each page. It's like here.
Exactly.
So it's just like 3
And you're
pages.
too lazy to do that, so you just
So
read
literally-
Wikipedia.
literally what I've been reading is one word, one sentence. It's like, what happens in the comics? This happens. Nailed it. Done. So
I don't
that's
need
my-
a whole pictures.
I don't need a whole book of pictures. Who cares? I just need this picture and one sentence. But no. So yeah, I've been reading a bunch, mainly about Spider-Man, just because I was super interested in about all of the suits in the
Lore.
Spider-Man movie,
Mhm.
in the Spider-Man game. I was super interested in all the suits in the Spider-Man game and learning more about them. So they're pretty cool. But so because of that, I was gonna ask you guys, in all of the comic universes you guys have read or know about, seen, which one's your favorite comic? Even if you've never read it, like of your favorites.
There's a lot of good ones, but there's a old one. It's not even canon anymore in
Mhm.
Star Wars, but it's called Heir to the Empire. It's one of the ones where Darth Sidious clones himself like 7 million
Oh
times.
yeah, I knew that. Yeah,
It's
heard about
really.
that.
I mean, there's tons of stuff in it. I think it's. There's books about it. There's also comic books about it. It's pretty good. But right now I'm on because Marvel Comics do all of Star Wars as well.
right.
And so Darth Vader has like, I think they come out with the 50th one
True.
thing. It's a whole continuing story.
Like
And so
16 kids now.
yeah, basically. I mean it's super good. I just really like Darth Vader. He's my favorite character in
True.
like all fandom. So
Nice.
Man, Edgeward over here, dude. What the heck?
Edgelord. What comic, like in that line, the ones that you've read, which one would you recommend for someone starting out? That's a
Darth Vader,
loaded question.
volume 599. No, I'm
Nailed
kidding.
it.
I can't remember the name, but there's a whole series about right after Order 66 and him hunting down Jedi.
Darth Vader. This.
Darth Vader is
Gotcha.
sorry, yeah. Darth Vader's
Anakin
hunting down Jedi,
also.
and there's, I mean, it's just baller. Like, Darth Vader is like this supposed to be this massive evil figure in the movies, and he is, but they can't show it like they do in comics and animated series and new ways to film, just because they didn't have the technology and stuff. So looking at these comic books, you see how amazing Darth Vader actually is, how powerful, and how
He's a force to be reckoned with. He's
that
force of nature.
literally favorite, but also
His force
transi-
is to be reckoned
his,
with.
his like transition to getting the suit as well, because
Yeah.
that was uncomfortable for him. That was he had to adjust everything about his life. So I don't any of the Order 66 books
Life
with Darth
was
Vader.
pain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He had to configure a lot of his shortcuts, yeah.
you know.
he had to get those macros going.
How about you, Bryce?
Surprise! What's your
Me,
favorite comic?
I can't recommend any of them because the Bionicle comic books that I read were like way probably about like 12 years ago. And then
Last week.
the other one that I read, I didn't even finish it, so I can't really recommend anything.
So even-
Sorry, kind of
of ones, even of the ones you haven't read, like what of all the comics that you know of, which one would you be most interested in picking up like tomorrow?
That I'd be most interested in. Can I just like pick like some like a comic book character that I could center around? Because I don't know any of like the
that's what I mean.
storylines or anything.
No. I want you to pick out like the Secret Wars storyline episode or volume 15.
66.
Or just
69. Nailed it.
Alright.
Yeah,
So
I want you to
favorite
pick
comic
that
book
one.
character for you, I guess.
I'd probably go with Venom. Because like I don't know, like I really just like the idea of pretty much a lethal protector, honestly, because I think it's kind of BS how like a lot of people are like, oh, I don't joke because
I super agree.
it hurts my feelings, and I'm like, dude, listen, Batman, when you're punching people in the head like that, you're killing people. Some guy's gonna come along with a weak skull, some freaking
The weak
scoliosis,
skull.
and you're just gonna cave his face in and be like, oops.
That one's
What?
kind of on that guy though. Why would you go into crime with a
Why would you go into
weak
crime
skull?
with a weak skull, man?
Maybe he needs to get medical attention rather than freaking going out at night trying to beat the crap out of people with
Maybe
bones
he's
that will
freaking
break.
Walter Whiting it, and he's like going to a life of crime to get like money for his surgeries.
Well,
dude.
maybe he should
Yeah,
go into
dude. Let him dude do his due.
maybe he should go into white collar crime rather than being a brute where he's trying to fight people
You
with
gotta
weak
start from
bones.
somewhere.
That guy's just made a hefty amount of poor life decisions that landed him there that are not Batman's fault. And I don't
Yeah.
think he should take fault for that murder.
You know what superhero I'd like to read about is
Who?
one that solved white collar crimes, dude.
That
just
would be
like-
the most
like an
boring comic
A
ever.
comic about police
He just
officers.
gives people thousands of paper cuts and stuff like that, and staples their hands to their desks
Paper
and
Man.
stuff. Paper
9 to
Man.
5, dude.
Watch out, he'll get you with that tax return.
You haven't paid your taxes. Pay them.
Yeah,
It just
I-
gives you paper cuts behind the back of your knees, man.
I am not surprised that guy does not exist. I'm sorry.
I
Yeah.
think the Punisher for a while did a stint where he took care of like white collar crimes and stuff like that. But it was
Yeah, but like he was like
He's awesome. He's one of my favorite superheroes because
Punisher?
he kills people.
yeah, and that's why I
Yeah.
like Deadpool does the same, Venom the same. He in some storylines he's a hero, some he's a straight up
Villain.
villain. It depends.
But,
And it's same with
but
Punisher.
isn't his motive like the only reason why he's like considered a villain is because he wants to like kill Spider-Man?
Yeah, most of them doesn't necessarily hate everybody, and he's fine with helping people. Like especially when he was with Eddie Brock, I think.
He just wants to
No,
eat
no.
people.
Yeah.
Daredevil?
No. The one of the symbiotes. I think it's Eddie Brock, but it might be another one. There's one where he's bonds with a guy, and he becomes a straight up vigilante.
Yeah.
Anti-hero still. He does kill, but he's like straight up is only helping people. And then other symbiotes, he kind of goes back and forth helping people and not. But then every time pretty much with every symbiote, it's universal that when he sees Spider-Man, it's basically kill on sight.
Mm-hmm.
The only time that he has seen Spider-Man and not gone kill on sight was when they teamed up together to kill
Carnage.
to fight Carnage, because Carnage is just even worse than Venom. He's just a freaking monster.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then they make Toxin after that, which is just even worse.
Yeah.
Isn't there like the freaking like symbiote squad or something like that? Something like
I don't know.
that.
Yeah, they had a whole comic where there was like
Yeah.
7 of them.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
All I
know.
knew is up to Toxin. I didn't know anybody after Toxin.
Well, there was
I know-
one where it was like like Venom symbiote, like exactly, basically like
Uh-huh.
the black one. It had like 5 different people at the same time.
It was
I knew there was
called like
what?
I don't remember what
What?
it's called, but I remember like reading about one, and it was like a super offshoot like minor dude who would like a symbiote who was like working with a police officer. It was like a white Venom or something like that, and he like was like super like justice only, like no evil stuff or anything.
Is that the one where the guy didn't have legs and then Venom grew him new legs?
I've never heard about that one. No,
Yeah.
but it wasn't Venom. It was one of the Venom offshoots.
Oh, okay.
One of
gotcha.
his kids.
Yeah, it was one of Venom's
Kiddos.
guys that he bonds with. He was a soldier or a police officer of some sort, and he gets into an accident. I don't remember whether it's an explosion or whatnot.
Maybe you should have read the comic.
I should have, but I just read the Wikipedia article, and like I said, that's a sentence, and so I didn't get much information from it. But no, so yeah, he's a guy, and he's missing his legs, and so when Venom bonds with him, Venom basically grows 2 legs. Then when Venom unbonds with him, he doesn't have legs anymore, but Venom grows 2 legs for him, so then he has legs again. And so I think that's one of them where he's a mostly vigilante, and he doesn't fight, just doesn't create mayhem nearly as much. But yes, Venom's super cool. I know there's one where I don't know if it's Toxin, Carnage, or Venom. I don't remember who it is, but they absorb like Brad said, like several people at once, and he just becomes this monster of like a nasty thing. And
it
I
just
think
becomes
that's
like a
Carnage.
freaking Dead Space monster or something.
basically, yeah. And then
Gross. It's freaking sick.
Anyways, so what's your favorite comic and what that you'd recommend?
wait, side note, there's one where Venom bonds with Hulk.
Oh my
That's
gosh, that one's
intense.
awesome. Venom bonds with such like
There's
Venom,
one.
did you say Venom bombs with the Hulk?
Yeah.
yeah.
And there's a whole offshoot where Venom, he bonds with just about everybody in the MCU.
Yeah.
He just bounces from person to person. He teams up with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and he just keeps bouncing between everybody in the Guardians of the Galaxy. Everybody has him at one point.
That'd be freaking sick, and they're like throwing the,
Can you
the
get, like,
symbiote like a freaking baseball back and forth.
Can you get like HIVs from that? Like he bonds with so many people, it's like a
Right.
used condom over and over.
I
and
mean,
over.
Yeah.
basically, because he absorbs personality traits from
Yeah.
every single person he bonds with, and then when he bonds with them, they then have those personality traits temporarily. Once they split, then they're back to their normal self, but temporarily Venom and that person basically become one.
So personality
So-
is now a HIV.
It's an
apparently,
HIV,
guys. That
apparently.
is now fact.
Could you imagine that?
that'd be
If you're
crazy.
like, you could get like
If you could transfer personality traits,
from unprotected sex, you could get personality traits or something.
you have sex with like a serial killer, and then next week you're just killing people. It's like,
Well-
I'm sorry, officer, I didn't mean to.
Except for I chose to have sex with him, so.
No, you raped. He raped you.
Oh, I see.
And then
Okay,
next
well,
week you're killing people.
You
and
sounded
you're
like it
"I'm
was
so sorry."
consensual.
No, I meant like you had sex with them, but you didn't know that they were a serial killer.
Okay.
Like they just like you had sex with
Who
them.
are you
had
having
no idea.
sex with?
Dude, everyone. No, but like
What if
you just
we're
having sex with
massive
someone you
for
didn't
all
realize
the
they're a serial killer, and then next week you're killing people, and you're like, that guy, he must have been a killer. Because I got the hunger, I got the thirst for blood. But that'd be crazy. It'd be kind of weird. But I think one of my favorite comic characters, Venom, is pretty dope. Just because like each one of them, like it's the same character, but like he keeps like changing because like he keeps getting new symbiotes, and then there's the crazy
Or new hosts.
Or yeah, sorry, he keeps getting new hosts, and then there's also the crazy ones where he bonds with like freaking everybody. There's one where he bonds with Deadpool. There's one where he bonds with Wolverine. And, like he bonds with everybody.
Okay, imagine this:
Okay.
Spider-Man getting bonded with Venom, being bonded with Carnage, being bonded with Toxin.
Just keep layering.
It's like a what are those called? A doll.
It's like a jawbreaker.
Russian dolls,
yeah.
Russian nest dolls. Just everything. It's just like I don't even know what's going on. There's like 7 of us.
Someone like gets a katana and like cuts him down the middle, and then it just like opens up. It's just like multi layers.
Like hey, how's it
And
going?
then there's just Peter in the middle. It's like, oh hey, and it just closes back up.
I wonder if that's a thing.
It's just Swole Man. He's like Batman, but he's like jacked. And they're like, why are you so thick? He's like, it's like I'm wearing a huge sweater. I'm like 6 layers deep here. That would be hilarious.
Man, so here's a question: can Venom like turn into like a Venom T-Rex?
I think he takes on the form of whoever he bonds with. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know he has like stretchy bits and stuff, and he can like grow legs, right?
Yeah.
So could he just be like a T-Rex?
Can he just on his own?
He needs a host.
No, just
Yeah.
like he's bonded with somebody, and then he just grows into like a T-Rex.
Oh, so he's bonded with? No, I think.
That'd be freaking dope, man. I want to see that.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. I've never read a comic where he can.
Dino Wars
but-
Venom.
That'd be pretty cool, but as far as I know,
He'd have to bond with a dinosaur.
yeah, probably. Yeah, he'd have to have that print because like the reason he could grow the guy new legs is because he's already been with a host who had legs, and so he just copied that into that dude.
But we could be completely wrong because
We could be.
all those are not even like actual canon, really. So when the Venom movie comes out, he could literally turn into helicopters
Venom.
and stuff.
That'd be insane. I wouldn't walk out of the theater, but I'd be pretty upset.
I'm okay with
Can
anything
we,
that they do because I love what's his name, the main character actor.
Yeah,
Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. I love
He's
him.
baller.
He's awesome.
He's great, dude. He was great in freaking Fury Road.
He was
He's
great in
awesome.
Fury Road. He was great in Batman.
Yeah, he was.
He was great in
You
Inception.
think darkness is your ally.
He's just great. He's a good
Ooh,
dude.
Man,
Good.
I should watch Inception again. It was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Inception was pretty good.
Yeah, that was like one of the first
Yeah.
things I ever saw Tom Hardy in, and then I saw him in Batman Dark Knight. I was like, wait. Or Dark Knight Rises. I was like, that's the same dude? What
And then
the
you see him
heck?
in Fury Road and he doesn't talk.
I
He's
know,
just
and I'm
awesome.
like, that's not the same dude again. This is
It's a little
insane. It's a madhouse.
It's a madhouse.
So if we can deviate a little bit.
No.
Wait, we still haven't gotten Randy's choice.
No deviation.
Oh my gosh, Randy, finish
Dude,
your choice out.
There's
dude.
so many choices.
He
There's
just
so
is
many tasty
Talkie
options.
McTalkers.
Talkie McTalkerson.
Talkies. I could go for some talkies.
Dude, walkie talkies.
Walkie talkie.
Talkie
Walkie.
I'm a walkie-in and I'm a talkie-in.
Jar Jar Binks, I love you.
No, so I think one of the coolest ones is either Venom, but I think Flash is one of my favorites as well. He's got a super cool story,
And how does his lightning bolts not kill people? How does he not kill people?
because it's force lightning.
Because
It's
he's
Force lightning kills people.
It's not force lightning. It's speed force lightning.
Which could kill people, I'm pretty sure.
Nope, it does not. It does not.
He like sucks up the lightning, which is kind of.
It's basically.
Well, see, I would like Flash more if he killed people.
It's basically superpowered static electricity, is what it is. So
Which is
it
just
bounces.
electricity. So it's superpowered electricity.
No, superpowered static electricity. So
Static electricity is just electricity, dude.
no, I know, but it's very weak, and so his is like powerful enough that you can see it, but it doesn't cause damage unless he runs in a circle long enough that like he can create a static field, and
He
then
can
he
create
can
a-
actually create an electric bolt. And so he can make it lethal, but just his normal friction on him, it's not lethal enough to do any damage, but you can see it sparking off of him. So
Okay.
it makes him be able to be cool enough that you can see lightning jumping off of him, but he doesn't kill people.
So
The-
what you're saying is, it doesn't actually make sense. The comic book writers just wanted to look cool.
Well, I mean that's like the almost scientific reason for why
yeah, but
it
if I
happens.
stick my finger
the
in
actual
a thingy thing, that's basically
that's actual electricity.
which is so static. It's
No,
just
no, no,
weaker.
no, 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 that's
You're just using the term
exactly like-
weaker.
No, that's like 120 volts in there. Static electricity is
Yeah.
like half a
I guarantee
microvolt.
Flash's
No, it's not.
static electricity is way
Wait,
higher.
it's
than
not.
5. I'm
It's
looking at it
not.
right now.
What?
Randy, I got to correct you on something.
Huh.
So static electricity is actually like a ton of volts. I forget how much, but I think it's like maybe a million or something like that. But it's just really short-lived. Is the thing.
Yeah.
Like
And there-
when
and there's
your
one that-
power outlet is
there's-
sustained.
There's one that kills you and there's one that doesn't.
Amps is what
Amps-
kills you.
amps
Volts
kills you?
does not. But I'm just for clarity's sake.
No,
Anyway,
yeah.
back to
I don't know
Flash.
much about electricity. I just know that his doesn't kill you.
It should,
but
because he'd be cooler.
no, it doesn't. No.
That'd be awesome, dude. He just runs past the entire city and kills like half a block.
He'd be the most hated
Just
superhero
twitching on the
ever.
ground.
And that's why but the actual explanation is that it's just speed force lightning just bouncing off of him. It's just extra energy, extra speed force energy shooting out of him. But the scientific version is basically just static electricity coming off of him. But
Okay, fair enough.
it's a comic.
Yeah.
It makes no sense to me why in Justice League that Flash has lightning literally like shooting everywhere, like bouncing off
See,
walls.
that's
and, like,
cool.
It
Oh,
looks
and
cool, but
The
it
only
makes
thing is,
no sense
he
why it's not
doesn't-
killing
he-
people.
Well, that and he doesn't utilize any of his powers.
Exactly.
He runs 1/100th of a speed
Yeah.
and trips on himself.
Yeah,
How
that
do
was
you trip?
insane.
How do you trip?
That was
He's just tripping
insane.
over his own balls. Man.
Yeah.
Freaking horrible.
But yeah, so
But
Flash is pretty cool just because of like all like it is super confusing as you get later on because it's like Flash goes into the future, then he goes into the past, then he goes into parallel dimensions, and he's got like Earth 1, Earth 15, Earth 7000, and like there's tons of dimensions. But like it is pretty cool, like all of the different.
What's your favorite
Storyline.
Flash, or who is your favorite
My
Flash?
favorite Flash? There's one Flash where it was actually in one of the newer comics, where Flash, I'm trying to remember why he goes back in the past. I know there's a reason, but Flash
it's
in
not to stop his mom from dying.
no,
is
no,
it?
no, no, no,
He's
no.
gotten over that.
So yeah, so Flash in the future, he actually ended up losing an arm, and he built a cybernetic arm for himself, at one point. But anyway, so
couldn't he just move his hand around real fast where it could like be like 2 arms?
I guess maybe he's just like spinning in circles and creating like a tornado of arms. No, but so then so something happens. I don't remember. It's been a while since I read the comic. But he's got a super cool like technology suit, and he looks so cool. But he goes back into the past, and
Imagine Iron Man making him a suit.
ew, no, because he's smart enough to make his own suits, and that's a lot of people's gripe with the Tony Stark suits in the Marvel MCU. Is it's like, no, Peter Parker is smart enough that he can make his own suits, and in the comics
Smart
he does.
enough, but rich enough.
In the comics, he does
Yeah.
make his own suits, and now he's
But-
just like, oh yeah, you're just
I-
gonna have your suit.
I'm kind of with Brad on this one. Is that, I mean, sure he could, but at the same time, this Spider-Man in the MCU is in high school, dude.
Yeah, no, I know, and that's why in the
I imagine that Spider-Man that's making his own suits has like graduated college or whatever, or
Yeah.
done like whatever, and has like gotten a lot of it more experience under his belt.
yeah,
And this one is
in
just
their
like-
industry, in that one, he creates a company called Parker Industries, and he's got an entire.
See, that makes sense, but I'm talking about like
he's
right,
he's super rich,
right
but
now
like,
canon.
But even like before, like when he was starting out, he had made suits. They just didn't have the crazy technology that he doesn't
Which-
use,
Kill mode,
which he
bro,
doesn't use.
Kill mode is awesome.
He doesn't use it. It's not.
He has red eyes.
He
This is
doesn't
the
need
coolest
to
thing
have
in
that
the world.
technology. And
I
so,
think
The
he
voice
needs
changer, man, that was the best part.
Oh, yeah. And he had like Siri in there. or
Yeah, which
Lady
is stupid.
Jarvis, Lady
Karen,
Jarvis.
I think it was Karen, wasn't it?
Karen.
yeah,
SpongeBob Karen.
but yeah, so like he just doesn't need it. Like he can make it himself until he
He can,
needs
but
it.
could he actually with money?
Yes, he could.
High school one, no.
Oh no! You know what also
Flash
needs to be done? All he
literally
needs to
doesn't
do-
even have a job anymore. His Star Labs got
all he
completely
needs-
defunded.
All Iron Man needs to do is just give Peter like $10,000 a week, $10,000 a year, and he'd be fine. But instead,
Jeez.
Iron Man, yeah, Tony Stark's just like, nah, I'm not gonna help you at all financially. It's not like you're like
He's a
drowning
mentor,
in
not
debt.
an irresponsible parent, dude.
Yeah, thank you, Bryce. Okay.
Jeez.
Yeah, but he just hired this kid to basically be a full-time superhero now that he's an Avenger.
False. He hired him to do one thing, to be like a cool kid, and then never wanted him again until like he started.
Yeah, but
doing
by
things-
giving him that suit, he's gonna keep being a superhero. At which point, if he's gonna be helping
I
and
just
being a
have
superhero,
a huge crush on Iron
if
Man.
he's gonna be helping,
And Robert Downey Jr..
even if he knows he's not, or even if he's not endorsing him being a superhero, he knows he's gonna be a superhero. He just gave him a super cool new suit.
Yeah, but he's not having him come out and do.
The least thing
Like
he
the
can
big
do,
things.
the least thing is he can do for a kid who is struggling financially already, and now is also trying to balance being a
Well, is he
superhero on top of
struggling
it. He could
financially?
give him, yeah.
Seems like Aunt May was doing a pretty good job.
Not in the comics, he's always poor.
Dude,
Until he
comics,
makes his own
MCU,
company.
You gotta kind of separate the two.
In the MCU, he's not living on the
He's
top
not-
of the
He's
world.
not wealthy, but he's not like poor.
He's living in a studio apartment in New York,
In New
so
York.
Which is expensive.
it's super expensive, which is why they have nothing else.
Yeah, well, I think
Yeah.
no, he wasn't
He
doing very
had-
good because she said, "Oh my gosh, you keep losing backpacks. Like I can't like."
Yeah, I can't just keep replacing backpacks for you.
There's something like that.
Dude, I wouldn't want to buy my kid 20 backpacks.
Well, backpacks are expensive. They're like $40.
Backpacks are super expensive,
Yeah.
but the
Anyway,
least
he
thing
also
that Iron
had
Man
a
could do
Leia
was
Death
buy
Star.
him,
That thing
would
was
just
like $300
pay him.
Or wait until he's old enough to be mature and not a 15-year-old kid, and then give him the ability. But right now, Iron Man is way smarter than you give him credit for.
No, 100%. But I'm just saying, like,
I think Iron Man is technically smarter than Peter Parker. Could be, or Tony Stark is.
I
I
would
could be
think so.
wrong, but as far as like what I've read from the comics, Iron Man is a literal genius. Like,
Yeah.
like
no, in that universe, Iron Man, Peter Parker, and I don't remember his name. Fantastic
Ant-Man.
Four. No, Fantastic
no,
Four.
Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, but
Mr.
like his actual
Fantastic.
name.
No one cares about them. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
Anyway,
It's Mr. Fantastic or something.
no, but like his actual human name.
No one cares.
Those three are the smartest people in that universe.
False. Charles Xavier.
I mean, like without superpowers.
Okay.
Like not superly
Mr.
enhanced.
Fantastic has superpowers.
No. I meant
Stretchy
mentally-
Stretchy arms.
Mentally enhancing powers. Like Xavier, he's super
Magneto
smart
is
because he
incredibly
can
smart,
just
too.
read
Because
people's
what?
minds. Because he can read people's minds, and that makes him like,
No.
oh, I can have any information I need because I can just suck it from other people. But
I don't
these
think
people
that's how
are
his
just,
powers work.
and also he's not necessarily super intelligent. Like he didn't.
No. Charles Xavier is actually known to be one of the
No, I
most
know.
intelligent
No, I
people
know.
in the
He is
world.
very intelligent, but like,
He made freaking whatever
So
that
he's
mind
Cerebro?
was, man.
no,
Cerebro, yeah.
no.
That was-
Beast did that.
I guess Beast
he
helped.
helped make it, but he
Beast
didn't
helped that,
have
and then
the
also,
minds
what's his
behind it.
name? If we're going by the movies, the other guy made that first,
Yeah.
and then Xavier just like upgraded it. But anyway, so those three are generally the most intelligent, three most intelligent people in that universe, and so. I just think that it'd be nice for Iron Man to throw a kid a bone when he's trying to save an entire city for you. Might as
He's
well
a
give him.
friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah, who could use a
Not an
freaking?
Avenger.
Yeah, I know. He's a superhero for an entire city. I'm not saying that for the Avengers. I'm just saying for the city.
But
He's
think about this,
trying to be
man.
a
He's gonna
superhero
give
in the
kid-
city, and Iron Man is not giving him squat, and he's trying to balance being a high school student, having to help his Aunt May pay for the apartment, and also being a superhero. Why not Iron Man, who's got enough money to freaking just throw around everywhere? Why not throw a little bit Peter Parker's way so then he can be able to focus a little bit more on being Spider-Man and a little bit less on trying to help Aunt May pay for an apartment? I think
Well, think about this.
Iron Man is just being selfish.
So
Shellfish.
Iron Man gives Peter Parker a small loan of $1 million, right?
No, I'm not saying a small loan of $1 million. I'm saying
You
like
said $10 million.
no, I said 10,000 a
No,
year.
you said $10 million.
No, I said 10,000.
You said 10
Anyways,
million. I'm
here
gonna
we go.
take
Here,
that.
Roll
here's
back the tapes.
here's
Roll
the
back
here's
the
the
tapes.
list right here. Number 1, smartest person in Marvel is Reed Richards, who's Mr.
Reed Richards,
Fantastic.
that's what his name is.
Second, Tony Stark.
Nailed it.
Third, Hank Pym, Ant-Man.
Oh, that's
that's
Ant-Man.
that's interesting.
Oh no, that's the original.
Oh,
Ant-Man.
the original Ant-Man.
Yeah, not the
Then we have
That
number,
one's new.
number 4
not
on
the
the
new
list.
one. The guy with the gray hair.
Yeah.
That guy. Yeah, he's super smart.
4, Beast.
That was the guy that I was talking about.
Mhm.
He built
5,
Cerebro.
Bruce Banner.
Yeah,
Okay.
good call.
This is a good one. 6 is Blue Marvel, Adam Brasher. He's only in
Mhm.
comic books. No one really cares about him.
Who gives a crap?
7, T'Challa, Black Panther.
T'Challa didn't do
man.
squat.
Yeah.
T'Challa didn't do
Forgot-
squat.
I
His
forgot.
sister's the one who did it all.
8 was some weird, totally awesome. Like the superhero name is Totally Awesome Hulk. So no one cares about them either.
That's
Let's
my
keep- Let's
name.
keep going.
It's just obscure.
Then we got Valerie Richards.
That's Reed Richards' sister.
Yeah.
Or something.
So,
I assume.
Invisible Lady or whatever.
No, that's
Finally,
not
number
his sister.
10 on the
Two,
list is
yeah.
Spider-Man.
He's in the top 10.
He beat. Okay, so that's crazy though, because number 11 is
Moriarty.
No one cares about her either. Then finally 12, we got Charles Xavier, which I mean he's still high on the
Told
list
ya.
because
Get out of here with your. He's the smartest guy in the world.
I didn't.
He's smart.
His
No, I'm not saying
educational
he's not
background
smart.
is virtually second to none until his death.
I'm not saying he's
That's
not smart,
pretty
but
smart.
I'm saying there's
He's
people
smarter
who are
than I.
smarter.
Let's play it this way. Xavier is so damn smart. The Red Skull stole his brain. That's literally shortly after the ultimate. That's that's just what it says here.
Well, I mean, but that's the Red Skull. We've never really credited him with a whole lot of
I don't.
forward
I still
thinking.
don't. There's someone called the Unstoppable
I love the Unstoppable.
Wasp. That's a pretty cool name. She's pretty smart apparently. ISO. Don't know who that is.
I think that's
Karnak. Moon Girl.
Ant-Man's
She
wife.
rides a dragon.
Who? Moon
No,
Girl?
Where-
no,
where
Moon
does
Girl
Squirrel
rides
Girl
a
fit into this?
20-foot
Squirrel
mutant.
Girl? I want to know
Yeah,
where's
Fire
Squirrel
Source
Girl
is
on
like-
this list? Is she the like 59th
Zero,
or like
man.
She is
1 million?
1,539,000 actually.
Man, Squirrel Girl.
But
She's
here
my
it is.
top.
Yep, Mr. Fantastic, number 1.
Yeah.
Iron Man shortly after number 2.
Yeah, so they're
Yeah.
all three of
As I
them
was-
very smart.
As I was gonna
Peter
say,
Parker is
Peter
just
Parker's
way
not
higher
as
than-
smart, but he's
Very
no,
good.
but he's still like
no, I mean,
super
for
smart.
a 10-year-old kid. he's
As a
pretty
high
smart.
schooler, he invented the web shooters. Like
Yeah.
that's super smart. And so I just think Iron Man, he needs to help a brother out.
I
and
think
give him
Also-
some money.
I think you just like Spider-Man too much.
No, I'm just saying it's just rude.
Also, as I was saying, if
As you were
Tony
saying.
Stark is to give Peter Parker a small amount of $1 million,
I'm not
he's
saying
like,
it's
hey, hey, I know, I'm just saying, hey kid, don't spend this on hookers, don't spend this on coke, don't spend this on freaking heroin.
He's a hero. He's not gonna spend it on any of them.
Is he? He's a teenager.
He's a hero. He would spend
Come
them
on,
on.
dude.
Do you see what he's done with his free time right up to this point? He could be spending
Anyway,
it with
he's
hookers,
still-
with heroin,
he's still-
with cocaine, but instead he's saving people's lives. If he gets $1 million,
He's still-
I guarantee you he puts that into a spider suit, into other things. I guarantee it.
He still
maybe
wants
it's
to
a
be
Dr.
teenager.
Octopus
He
on
doesn't want to be
accident,
dude. Anyway. Okay.
I think that betting $1 million on Spider-Man would be a good investment. That Iron Man is just he's
In the form of a suit.
no, that's a bad investment.
That's
because
not a bad investment.
That's a bad
That's a
investment.
great.
No, that's a
Okay,
bad investment.
You're giving someone with a lot of potential something to increase that potential and not to waste it. And maybe next movie we get, well, if they come back to life, we get Spider-Man and Iron Man working side by side, creating a better suit.
No,
but like
no.
as of right now, a 15-year-old does not need $1 million to work on a suit.
There's the whole phrase: give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man to fish, he'll eat forever.
Teach a man to use his powers
He
better.
already knows
Give
how
him a
to
suit.
do
No,
it, man.
teach a kid, give a kid a suit. Cool, he's got a suit, but he can't. Like Spider-Man, he was using a freaking cloth suit for how long? Several months. So he's like, cool, I've got a suit, but now that I've got this super cool suit, I don't need to learn how to make a suit. I don't need to learn how to do this. I don't know any of the functions of this suit because I didn't make it. Death mode, I don't know what that is. I've got a million different web possibilities. I don't know any of this, so it's not useful to me. He's not using that suit
Tony
to
Stark
its
blocked that
No, I
because
know.
he didn't want him to use it until he could be at better training. He
but
was
if
in
he
training
made it
mode.
himself, if he had made it himself, he would know the ins and out of that suit. He would know everything that could, and he would be able to constantly be upgrading his suit, making it better. And if
So,
Iron
in
Man
moral
had
of the
given
story,
him money-
Randy just has a huge crush on Peter
Dude, I've got
Parker
a man boner.
or Tom Holland. Either one, choose.
No, I'm just saying that Iron Man has made a bad decision. He could either give him money so then he could be able to make his own and teach him how to make a suit, or he could just give him a suit and now he's just like, well, now I've got a suit, but I don't know what if I need to fix this. Like, if he needs to fix his suit, he can't. He has to go to Iron Man because he doesn't know anything about this
Okay.
suit.
He could learn it. He learned how to hack it.
No,
Anyway.
he didn't learn how to hack it. His friend learned how to hack it.
He could have. He didn't want to. He was
Oh,
busy
yeah, he was just lazy.
smooching on the lady. Whatever. Okay, Brandy, would you rather somebody give you $50K, or would you rather somebody give you a Lamborghini?
I would
Well-
rather have 50K.
Well, the thing is,
Because
though, I
that
wouldn't want to
50K
limit because I don't care.
exactly.
Must go, Randy. That $50K must go into you alone
Well-
building a car.
Also, he's not a genius.
Yeah, I'm not a genius.
I mean, sorry,
Yeah,
y'all.
whatever.
I love
man.
Randy. He's
You're
not.
gonna learn
I'm
how
not a
to.
genius.
You can learn how to make a car.
No. Okay, all right.
You can.
Oh,
learn how to make a car.
I like that point though, Bryce.
No,
I
okay,
like
You
that
can learn how to
point.
make a
No.
car.
Ooh,
You know the
nope.
ins and outs and every feature.
No.
back and
Here we
forth.
go. I could either have someone give me a brand
You
new
cannot
top of the line
decide
PC.
The terms of
No.
what you're gonna be given.
I can
We
already
are the gods in this situation.
no, because
What you get.
something that I'm already
Shut
invested
up.
in working into.
Shut up.
Something I'm already working into. Spider-Man, he was
Car
working
or
on getting
car?
it. No.
What do
Shut
you
up.
want?
Shut up.
All
Shut
right,
up.
so hold up. Okay. It doesn't matter. Randy's not a genius, so he couldn't build a PC if he wanted to by himself. You could go online and build a PC. You can't build a PC.
No.
You have no
What I'm
idea how to
saying-
build. It doesn't
no,
matter.
but what
It
I'm
doesn't
saying
matter.
is-
He's not a genius. I'm not a genius. Bryce is a genius because he goes to college.
He is a genius. He's smarty. No, but what I'm
But
saying
it just doesn't matter.
is-
Iron Man may make mistakes. Spider-Man obviously is not makes
No,
mistakes
he's
because he
perfect.
doesn't kill people.
No, he's perfect.
That's why villains always win.
Always.
Anyways, we've taken enough of your time probably tonight.
I'm just saying, Spider-Man.
Can we cover one more thing? Kind of going to comic books and stuff like that.
Real quick.
So,
You
5
have
minutes.
30
So-
seconds.
so I just want you guys' feelings on Venom movie.
On
You
what?
good?
It's Tom Hardy, so I'm at least confident in its ability to
I'm
be good.
looking forward to it. It can't be
Okay.
worse than Spider-Man 3. I say that
think,
now,
I
but
think it can. I think it can.
I don't know.
I don't know. Spider-Man 3 is way down.
Spider-Man was real bad. It had 3 villains in one movie.
That were from completely different timelines.
Exactly. And Venom doesn't come into the movie until the last, 40 minutes of the movie. Venom isn't introduced
Not
as a
even
villain.
that. It's like the last 20 minutes, man.
I'm thinking I'm giving it a lot of credit, but I think it's about the episode of a TV show that
Well,
he
and
comes
I don't
into
even
that
think they
movie.
ever mentioned that what's his face is Hobgoblin, not just
Yeah.
a wannabe Green Goblin.
Basically. They might have said the name, but I don't think they explained it
I don't
at
think
all.
they said the name.
I don't remember. I can't remember. But they had 3 villains in one movie, and with one villain, arguably everyone's favorite villain, doesn't come in until the tail end of the movie.
Yeah.
It's that's a pretty garbage villain. That's a pretty pretty garbage movie.
Well, they knew it was
But
the
they're
last
not
one
the entire
probably, and they're
movie
like,
based
let's just
on
go
it.
all in.
Yeah. If they had made Spider-Man 3 only Venom, it would have been. I mean, generally, it would have been lightly. It would have been a way better movie.
A
Hesitantly,
lot of
a
that
way better
jank
movie.
is also attributed to Tobey Maguire and being freaking ridiculous, edgy Spider-Man. Just
Yeah.
freaking stupid.
Yeah,
Where he's dancing down the street and shooting people with his finger guns.
yeah, we'll see. I mean, I hope it's gonna be good.
I'm not going in with too high expectations
Yeah.
just because I don't have that high of expectations, but I know it's
Yeah.
going to be at least a decent movie because Tom Hardy's in it. It's Marvel, so Marvel right now
It's
at
Sony
least
Marvel though.
Yeah, it's
so-
Sony Marvel.
yeah,
but
but
we
still.
saw how good Sony Marvel did with Spider-Man.
yeah.
With Amazing Spider-Man.
No, with Homecoming. That was the only. That was
They
the
gave
only.
that to Disney Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know. No. Sony still has control over.
Yeah, they loaned it over. To
Exactly.
Disney.
They're doing the same thing with Venom. Venom, they're not.
No, they're not.
They're not giving
It's
control.
Sony.
No. So with Spider-Man, Homecoming, they gave complete control basically to Marvel. In this, they're doing kind of a similar thing, whereas Sony's in control, but they're talking and taking advice from Marvel people. So Sony's still in control of this, but we'll see. Because
And
they have a
that's
better
good.
relationship
And
with
as,
Marvel now.
and as much as I don't love the X-Men movies, there hasn't been
They're
like
okay.
an awful movie. Sony
Yeah.
can make a good movie.
Well, that's Fox that's making those.
Oh, I'm just gonna stop talking now.
Fox is making
Sox
Fox is making
Fox makes decent movies.
Yeah.
Sony, what does Sony do?
Sony made the other Spider-Man movies, all 5 of them.
They need to go to hell.
But we'll see.
It's
because-
Tom Hardy. It doesn't matter. I'm
But,
excited.
but like I said, they've got a better relationship
I
with
hope
Marvel
it's
now,
good.
so
and one.
they're taking tips from them.
and Venom's good, so Venom and Tom Hardy equal Venom.
Hopefully something that does the characters justice. And the actor justice.
We just gotta hope that there's not 16 heroes trying to fight against him, and we'll be good.
That's our hope.
It's a possibility, so we're hoping. But other than that,
It's gonna be good because it's one of the first movies that's coming out that is a movie about a villain. Not
Yeah.
even a villain, but like an anti-hero. But like, okay, there's
Well,
there's Deadpool.
A villain.
There's
Villain.
a villain. He's a villain. It's done. He's a villain.
in this one especially, it looks like he's going more villain. Well,
He's
Well,
a good
they-
guy,
well, they-
trying to not be a
They
villain.
even emphasize
He's a
that
bad
with
guy
the-
trying not to be a
versus
bad
hero
guy.
movies.
Sure. Anyways, have a good night, y'all. We love you, or do we
Good
not?
night.
Doesn't matter.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
thanks for tuning in. We will see you next week on Deep Fried Thought Ideas.